I look like crap. I know it. Everyone knows it. It's a-okay. Whew. So I have a lot going on, and I'm currently vlogging my new journey with keto as of like an hour ago. And then I decided, you know what, let me vlog today. And I'm probably going to make this vlog a duo, like a double vlog, a 2-day vlog. Mainly because today I wanted to get COVID tested. I don't believe I have COVID, and I'm not really worried about it. I mean, like, at all. But they're free, and it's like, why not get tested, you know? Because if I do, I'd rather not spread it around, you know? And now they're doing saliva testing instead of just nose testing, and I'm like, perfect. But I've had a bad night. Last night was really bad, and today it's not as bad, but it's bad. And it's really hard for me to deal with my symptoms because I haven't had symptoms in so long. I was interrupted. I haven't had symptoms so long, I just don't know how to deal with them. And then I haven't done infusions in quite some time. Like 3 weeks to a month or so. Now, yes, I may have told you guys something different, but there's a reason why I didn't tell you guys the full truth. Anyway, my dad was like, hey, like, he didn't even know. And he's like, hey, like, have you done infusions? Because I really haven't seen you do them. Now, my infusions now are done normally at night when I'm sleeping, so he normally doesn't see them. But I haven't been accessed. And yes, I've been pretty much covered up. But he notices, and I'm like, no. And he's like, well, why haven't you get that checked out? I'm like, I'm on this list of phone calls, and they actually called me 15 minutes prior to him mentioning it. And they basically were like, well, it's the weekend, your doctor's not around, I would go to the ER. And I'm like, oh my god, if I go to the ER, then I'm gonna be just sitting around and them saying, oh, there's something we can do, go see your doctor. And I'm like, yo, I swear, like, they just whatever. So I said, all right, well, I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow, I'm having really bad symptoms today. And so that's that. I feel like I'm all over the place. So I'm going to make this a 2-part video, 1 video in 2 days. Today's vlog, and then tomorrow I'm going to try and make my way to get a COVID testing, and I'm going to try to find a location for just the saliva testing, and then if not, I guess the nose testing, and then make my way to the ER. Tomorrow is Sunday, and it takes about 2 or 3 days. Also, today is the day that the president election has fully been completed, and Joe Biden has won election for 2020, which is weird to say because he doesn't come president until 2021. Never made any sense to me, but it's all on the same day. So a lot is going on. I'm moving. I have a whole year to move, but I still have to figure things out. Trying to find a way to do dual residency so I can keep the insurance here in the state, which will be possible. I just don't know for how long I can do that for. I'm trying to figure out why I'm sick. I've been grocery shopping 3 times, and the 2 times were a disaster. I walked in and I left. I sat in the car and I went home. Day 3, which was yesterday, I got sick, but I made it through. Last night, I know I'm not looking at the camera because I'm just kind of fussing around with stuff and just awkward to talk about because I haven't been sick in so long. Last night around, it was early, like 6, I went upstairs and I was like shaky and really pale, and then like blue looking and like ghostly and dead like. And I got like this huge wave of hot flash. Like, I mean, pull off my clothes, run around in the snow butt naked type of hot. My dad's like, all right, well, let's watch this movie. Let me turn off the fan. I'm like, don't turn off the fan. And I was so mean, and I needed like 3 ice packs in my body, and I literally fell asleep within the first minute because I didn't even want to watch the movie anymore. I just felt so sick, and I was so lethargic, and I was so shaky, and I was so weak, and my heart was racing. My blood pressure felt like it was going insane, and I couldn't move. My dad got nervous. He kind of freaked out. He's like, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? And I'm like, we're both trying to like quiet down, like, this is normal. It just hasn't happened. Like, nothing can be done if we went to the hospital. So, he just kept bringing ice packs, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he goes, you've missed a good movie. And I'm like, oopsies. And then I went downstairs into my area, and then I couldn't sleep, but I was so sick, and my kneecaps and I don't know which hand it was. I think it was my right hand. The pain that I was receiving, I had it all day yesterday when I was at the going grocery shopping. Anything I would grab, I felt the pain in my hand. I haven't had that pain in a really long time. And then when I was driving back from the grocery store, my left foot, I believe, but it was my foot for sure. Yeah, it was definitely my left foot, because I was using it, and I tried to use my right foot to press onto it for pressure, because my mom goes through this as well, and I'm like, what the hell? And then it made me panic, because I'm going through all this like other physical issues. There's a lot of scary excitement last night. And then this morning I woke up, and I felt like I had drank like a whole liter of vodka alone. It was the weirdest thing. I felt like I had a hangover, but then my body was in pain, and then my blood pressure was off. I didn't check that, but I did check my heart rate. It's at 142, kind of around that. It's been around that number all day. Right now it's probably lower at this very moment. It feels like it's probably like 110, like barely over, but it's been kind of just spiking up all day. I think this is the best I've felt, and I think it's because I'm talking to you guys, so I don't know. I'm trying to think if anything else is going on. You know what, I'm gonna end it right here for a while. I'll either see you guys tomorrow or later today, and then maybe I'll think about things that I need to tell you guys later on today. All right, good morning. It's the next day. I am headed to the hospital to have them look at my port. I am still, I guess, debating if I should go to the hospital that's kind of over here. I mean, the two hospitals are the same distance, but one is just really small in the sense that like they don't know a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I'm like, okay, it's just a port, like they should know how to do, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the hospital. I'll figure out which one, and then have you guys come with me, and then I still gotta figure out if I'm gonna go and get the COVID testing done. I'm not exactly sure about that part just yet. All right, guys, so I'm here at the hospital. I decided to come to the small one. I'm going to not bring the camera in. I just feel like it just makes like you at the center of the attention, and I just rather use my cell phone if I'm able to do so. So I'll bring my cell phone, and then I'll come back and go from there. And I still gotta decide. It'd be nice if they did COVID testing here. I can kind of do everything in one place, and maybe I'll bring it up. We'll see. Gotta put on my mask. All mine are being cleaned right now, which is fine because now I can breathe a little bit. Let's see what happens. Hello. Well, I've been here for a little over an hour, and I just seen like triage. There's no rooms, and it looks like I have at least another 2 hours before I get to see anybody. And it sucks to have to wait, and I don't even know if I'm going to even get like a cath flow. So I'm hoping I do, and I'm waiting because of that, because I don't want to have to go back and they say, well, we can't do anything about it. I'm like, you guys could have told me this when I was in triage, you know? They have no sweets, no food. I'm hungry, and I don't know how long this is gonna take. 2 hours and 45 minutes later, and I'm in my room. I am so tired. I kept sleeping. My hair looks so red. It's so weird because it looks blonde out there. You can see the blonde. My hair is weird. So I'm so tired.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Sorry I had to keep you waiting. It's been a zoo here. Critically ill patients, including with COVID. So.
Yeah.
So, hi, I'm Dr. Lum, and it's Sarah?
Yes.
Okay. So, Sarah, I'm going to be checking out your symptoms, doing an exam, deciding after that what further to do, and then based on that, and probably talking to someone who knows more about these sports than I do, okay, give you any further recommendations for care. So let me ask you.
Just sitting around, like, I'm so sick and tired of one doctor saying one thing and another doctor saying another. When I specifically went on and asked the doctor over the phone what I should do, can they do it, asked all the detailed questions. He's like, yes, go to the ER, they can do it. He was very firm about it. And now this doctor's like, the cancer center does it, but then we would have to send you there. And I don't know if I need an appointment. Hold on.
More questions?
Yep.
Who is...
Okay, so he came back and asked me some more detailed questions, and he's like, they're used to people who have issues that come within a couple of days to get a cath flow. But mine has been weeks, and so he wants to make sure he doesn't do any extra harm. So he's going to call the cancer treatment center, which is just down the hallway, and see what they say. And then if they're like, let's just do it, I might have to get an appointment, which means that all this was, I guess, unnecessary. Oh, crap.
Hey, we're trying to get hold of the director of our cancer care. She's Okay.
Okay, so they're really nice, and they are really helping me out. Clearly, I keep getting interrupted, so that's good. I think they're going to try to access me, because what if they can't access me? What they're going to do is they're probably going to do several different, like, medications to make sure that it's clear. And then I can skip the whole going to the cancer center and doing cath flow. But it's just weird that I couldn't do it 4 times in one day, you know? So we'll see what happens.
Grab my goggles. So bad. That's the goggles. So you had 1, 2, 3 prongs. So
Man, I love it. No one, I can't feel those. I just guess.
This is kind of a long one, actually. You just guess?
Yep. No, my nurses can't find it either. When they first came,
3.
yep, they couldn't figure out where it was. That's another weird thing. I never feel it. And when I tried it those 4 times I felt it. I feel everything you're doing right now. It's the weirdest thing.
It moved, maybe?
So I know that the port moved because it used to be closer to the left to my chest. Oof.
That's sore right there.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't even like puncture it.
Ooh. I felt like a peripheral line.
It won't even like.
See, something I know is not right. Like, I mean, I can get that in so easy. I never have to look. I can just put it in. No pain. This is not cool. So I'm bleeding pretty badly. The pain hurts, and she can't get the line in. Or, sorry, she can get, not the line, but she can, like, put the needle in, but it's like there's resistance. So once she pokes my skin, it's like it pushes back out. Like she can't get it to stay in the pain. And so I just don't know. She's telling me that I probably should go to the ER at the hospital that I got my surgery done, or go to the hospital where I have my doctor, because they actually have an ER as well there, because it's like a hospital / clinic. or just call my doctor and wait till tomorrow. But I'm like, if I go to the ER, can you guys call them and maybe have them push me ahead so when I get there it's more like an appointment for the ER, because I really don't want to wait any longer. All right, actually I don't even know how many hours it's been, but I am done. Oh my gosh, oh, I love that gold. I don't have anywhere to put you guys. Oh, let me grab the correct camera. Okay, you are on the camera. So basically, as you've seen a little bit of, the nurse tried to get the needle into my port. When she went in, she said there was pain and it was bleeding while doing so, which, yeah, some people bleed, but I never bleed, and it was excessive enough to worry her. The pain was fairly gruesome to me, okay? When she went in, she said there was a lot of resistance. Like, she was able to pierce my skin, but it was like the port, like the little suction cuppy part of it, the silicone. I mean, it didn't probably do this, but it was like it was a rock. It was hardened, so she couldn't even like get to where she was able to put the needle flat to my skin. And so when she took it out, which is very weird because my nurses and most people would say that's wrong. It was like, can I try it again? I'm like, yeah, thinking she's gonna use a new needle. She went back with the exact same needle, painful, blood, and she says, it's still resisting. And then she goes, and even where I'm at, she goes, I'm trying to push some saline in. She goes, I can't even push saline in. So there's resistance in all ends of my port. And they don't feel comfortable that even a cast flow would work because they can't even get the needle into my port. So, I'm like, she's like, well, I would go to the ER if you want. She goes, I don't think you're gonna want to go, and go to the location of where you either had your surgery or where you see your doctor. She goes, or just wait till tomorrow and then call them and then let them know and see if you can get an appointment in like now, or speak to them at least over the phone and go from there, and don't waste your time at the ER if you don't have to. And then if you have to go, when it's, you know, when they let you know that you have to go. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, 2 o'clock, I got here at 10:30. So, what is that? 2, 3.5 hours, 4 hours, what is that? All right, guys, so, I hate that right there. We're painting our house. Anyway, I'm home, I'm tired. And I'm tired, but that's not gonna stop me. I'm not like tired where I have to like go to sleep right now. I'm just gonna stick it through, and I gotta do the things I gotta do, which is 1, eat. Oh shit. Okay. All right, so quick and fast. I am going to, I am currently making me some food, something not healthy, which is probably best because I won't be able to eat it for like 10 days. So I'm making some pasta that's kind of already frozen. You just kind of let it sit, and then you can eat it. And then once my belly is full, I'm going to start doing my meal prep. So, and that's basically it. So I'm going to be doing a 2-part video. So my next part is actually going to be vlogging for my because I'm making 2 videos. I'm making today's video / yesterday's, and I'm making a video based on my new vegan keto diet. So I'm gonna put you guys down for this one so I can start my other one. Okay, I'm in bed. It's a little bit early. Well, it's 10, and so the meal, I thought I was going to just end the vlog, but I feel like I should give you an explanation. Bad lighting, I know, and bad hairdo, you know. So after my last clip, I made some food for tomorrow and the next I thought it was 10 days. It's actually 17 days of my vegan keto diet. Now, just after my last clip, I started to make some food, quick food for me to eat so that I wasn't hungry while cooking. And something that's not very healthy, just so I can kind of get that out my way, because I'm going to be really healthy from now on, you know, for the next 17 days and hopefully after. I started getting really sick. And it's been this thing that's been happening for 4 or 5 days now. And when I was at the hospital, I was fine. And then I get home and I was just not feeling it. Heart racing, lethargic, shaky, weak. I mean, it was, yeah, I don't know what my heart rate was. I didn't have a monitor or anything with me, and I don't know what my blood pressure was. And they all could have been stable for all I know. Anyway, I took out one of my books. I was trying to take notes. I was trying to grab things from the refrigerator to start cooking my prep meals for, you know, the next few days, several days, a couple weeks. And I just couldn't. I kept getting issues. I ended up on the floor. I ended up with ice packs once again. I don't know what happened. And then eventually it did fade away. And I was able to make only one meal. I made my dinner for 4 days. I'll make my breakfast tomorrow, and I'll make enough for 4 days. Or maybe I'll just make that per day. But I wanted to like do 3 or 4 meals, and I just wasn't doing it. And I ended up watching a movie with my dad, so that was nice. And I feel better now. So I went in bed early, and I'm going to watch some TV and do some more vegan keto prepping, and that's it. So I will vlog tomorrow 100% because I want to let you guys know what happens with the whole port situation. And I may also, I have some errands to do, and I also may get the swab up my nose for COVID-19. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Life is a bucket of bullshit. Why? Because I'm headed to yet another hospital, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I haven't heard from my doctor or anyone from his clinic. I left a voicemail, and yes, I know that it might take some time, but I don't have time. Like doctors always say, this is something you need to think about, and they need to think about and decide to like give somebody, you know, a port, because it's not in your heart, but it's part of the heart, you know, like. So anyway, I don't want to wait, so I decided to go not to the hospital where my doctor is, because he, like, no matter what happens, there's nothing he can do. So I decided to go to the hospital where my surgery was, and that's what we're doing. Let's go. I got in immediately, not in a room, but in the triage. They're about to access my port. By the way, I lost all memory on my card. Like, that's a whole new story. I'll tell you about it once I get accessed or get a room or whatever. But holy crap, I'm having the worst experience with cameras right now. But yeah, so I'm in the room, well, the triage room. So we'll see what happens. All right, so they put me in a temporary room. Hold on. Okay, so it's like a real room with a bed and everything, but then it like goes into like an office space, because she's gonna access me, and she's like, if I can access you, it'd be nice to send you home. And I'm like, that's not gonna take care of anything. You're gonna access me, what's that gonna help? Like, something is wrong. But we'll see what happens. I'm not feeling good already. Once again, this doesn't help me. And I hear if you breathe in your own air, there's something in it that actually is not good for you. So I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna tell you earlier that like I have so much footage from like the last 2 days on my phone and on the actual Canon. And I was like, oh, let me bring another battery thinking it would die. And then I'm like, so I didn't bring a battery. But then as soon as I started recording as like the last 2 clips ago, when I was coming out of my car at the hospital, it said, you have run out of room on your storage card. And I go, what? And I don't have any more. Just when I ended the video, I moved my leg from under my butt straight, and it popped and I screamed so loud that the nurse comes in and she goes, oh my God, you okay? And I'm sitting here like tearing up of pain due to me having this under my butt and going pop as I move it from my butt. I'm so glad that these kind of pains are like almost like an immediate, quick, but short. The nurse just came in, tried to access me, and she couldn't. She comes in, I told her how I could get it in, but I couldn't like flush or draw out blood. And then I told her when I went to the hospital yesterday that they couldn't even get the needle in. She goes, you couldn't even get it in? She goes, that's not normal. I was like, she goes, like, I really don't believe that. And I was like, you can try it. I was like, if you can, cool. And she goes, nope, I can't. She goes, I'll try it one more time. She took it out off like Adam, because she can get my skin. Again, she goes, I'm like, oh my God, no blood this time though, but pain, and she couldn't even put the needle in. So I'm really wondering if it flipped. I don't know. So now we're trying to figure out. So she's like, well, we may have somebody else come back down and try it again. I'm like, can we stop trying? Like, there's an issue. Like, let's go further than that. All right, I'm using my GoPro, so I'm not even sure if I'm in scene or in view. I don't know. The nurse just came in. Actually, the nurse came in. She tried to access me, and after her being a little weirded out that the nurse at the other hospital yesterday couldn't access me, like she couldn't even get into the port. When she tried it, she was like, holy crap, I can't even get into the port. She's like, it's kind of like it's flipped, like I'm hitting hard plastic. She was in shock. She tried twice, just like yesterday. The doctor just came in and he felt everything, and we went through all the questions, and he called upstairs, and the cardiovascular team is coming down to check it out. They're gonna decide if we should do an x-ray to see if it's moving or what they need to do for the next steps. All right, so the new chatter is that another team, like a port type of team, is gonna come down again, and she's going to basically try to access me. I really don't want her to retry again. I've been tried now 4 times in under 12 hours. So they're saying that if it's not gonna work, that either she'll put a peripheral line, and then they'll set up an appointment for tomorrow for surgery for a new port, because they can't get me in today. There's just too many people, and it's like 3 ambulances just came. It's just too packed. Otherwise it'd be hours, so they may let me decide, but then I don't know. Or they're gonna put a PICC line in my arm temporarily until I get into surgery. Anyway, this memory card's about to be dead as well. Oh, not memory card. The battery's about to be dead, so I won't have any cameras. What the hell? All right, interventional just came, and I can't speak. We just did an x-ray to see if there's any fluid. They see a little bit of something, but nothing too harmful. So they're calling upstairs again, because the guy already left, to see what time they can get me in. It's too packed today because of all the surgeries they're doing. So they're gonna see if they can get me in for tomorrow morning, if not the day after tomorrow. They were gonna do some fluids, but then I would have to take out the IV instead of me going home with it and doing the fluids home. I don't wanna be here any longer. So hopefully I can get in tomorrow and I don't have to wait any extra longer for fluids. They were gonna do the, what do you call it? Not a PICC line, but like a central line. I don't know what happened to that, but that was one of the biggest choices, but they're not going to, probably because they want to put something in that's a little bit less than temporary, or is it more than temporary? Less than temporary? Whatever, a little bit more long term, if I'm gonna see them in the next 48 hours. So they just came in and said that they're making my appointment. They haven't got the exact date and time yet, but either way, I can't go in unless I get COVID testing. So they're about to do COVID testing right now on me. Okay. Yeah, don't punch me. It has to stay in for a while. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm burnt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. I look like shit. I know I do. Long story short, I'll tell you more in the car, maybe when I get home, but I have an appointment for my port, like the main one. It's not till Thursday. They were gonna do a central line and all these different things, and they end up not doing it. And then they're like, well, we don't want her to go home with a peripheral line because it's not safe. But then the nurse is like, this is what you do, like, you've been around this forever, like, I'll do it for you. So I have a peripheral line in my arm. Hopefully it'll last and I can at least get a bag in. If I have a couple bags, I'll do both of them. I hope they're not expired, and if so, I'm gonna ask for like it to be sent overnight. And I got COVID tested because they needed that for my appointment next Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. I'm home. I am not going to stay long. As you guys know, I have my, you can't even see it, but I have an IV in my arm. I'm going to attempt to infuse. This is the stuff she gave me, the nurse. It's been a while. It feels like since I've infused, which it has been, and a while since I've actually had to like spike the bag. My bags come spiked now. Anyway, so I'm going to infuse and relax. My hair is a mess. I don't care. I have everything set up. I'm just gonna hang out with my dad upstairs. And I have surgery Thursday morning, so I probably won't see you guys or you guys won't hear from me until Thursday for sure. Maybe earlier. And I think I told you, which I guess I'll know when I'm editing this, but whatever, is I did get COVID tested, and that shit was horrible because they wanted, you have to do that before you go into radiology or something, so hopefully that'll be clear. Anyway, all right guys, this was a long 2 days. Okay,